Canada, Cayman Islands, Chile, Colombia, Curacao, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guadalupe, Guatemala, Guyana, Haiti, Honduras, Jamaica, Martinique, Mexico, Nicaragua, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Puerto Rico, Suriname. Trinidad and Tobago. United States. And finally, Venezuela. Dressed by our charmer. This is the Americas and Caribbean. Thank you, ladies. And let's keep that applause going for all of our contestants in the Americas and Caribbean. From the Americas and Caribbean, we move east to Africa and the vibrant signature culture on Anwo village. Please welcome Angola. Botswana. Cameroon. Côte d'Ivoire. Equatorial Guinea. Ethiopia. Ghana. Guinea. delicious. Namibia. Nigeria. Senegal. Sierra Leone. Somalia. South Africa. South Sudan. Togo. Tunisia. Uganda. Zambia. And finally, Zimbabwe. So there they are, the continent of Africa. Thank you, ladies. And once again, put your hands together for the continent of Africa. As we say goodbye to Africa, our next Chana Kocha creations are a fusion of North Indian Lenga and traditional Pochampali Yakat, Volambama saris and Patu saris, and they are worn by the continent of Europe. Please welcome Albania. Belgium. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bulgaria. Croatia. Czech Republic. Denmark. England. Estonia. Iceland. France. Germany. Gibraltar. Greece. Hungary. Ireland. Italy. Latvia. Malta. Moldova. Indonesia. Turkey. So there they are, the continents, Asia to give a warm welcome. Stephanie Del Valle, would you like to just come forward? Our Miss World from 2016. There we are, Stephanie. Say hello, everyone. She's come to join us. Hi, Steph.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I am thrilled to be here in Telangana celebrating the Miss World Festival and especially the top model event tonight.
Yes, you remember it well.
Oh, yes, I do very well.
But did you get to wear anything as fabulous as this incredible collection? And I think in your year, did you?
In my year, I did get to wear some incredible outfits, but nothing as beautiful as what we saw tonight.
And it's thanks to one lady who I think we should say hello to now.
Of
Would you like to
course.
come up and be seen? Our wonderful designer for all of the collection, Archana Kocha.
Thank you so much for all the beautiful work that you did tonight. I think it is an incredible moment for the entire world to see how talented you are and showcasing the beautiful techniques and intricacies of Indian design.
Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to add about their collections tonight?
It was an amazing experience dressing up all these wonderful women who have such a great spark in them. Their energy is absolutely infectious, and the textiles that we used today were from Telangana. So we used a lot of saris, which are ikat saris. We used the matchbox saris, which can actually fit into a matchbox, and they're woven with 2 grams of gold. And we had a lot of raw silks that they gave us from here, which we printed on. So we used a lot of their plain fabrics with prints and with embroidery. And in the last collection, we used their pearls as an embellishment. So we tried to do the Gotapati of Hyderabad as well. So we tried to incorporate a lot of things and give it different flavors.
And just
Nice.
before she goes, what about the fabrics, Archana? Tell us about all the work that's gone into making these fabrics.
So these fabrics all hand woven by incredible weavers. I had the opportunity to visit these lovely weavers. There are so many men, women, full families sitting and hand weaving these fabrics, and they create the most amazing designs. So they were the ikats, the golabamas, the pochampali saris, so many different textiles. They're so talented. It was an absolute pleasure working with the textiles of Telangana.
Wonderful. And it's an incredible collection. And I know we're going to meet all our judges later, but we wanted to say a special thank you to Archana Kocha.
Big round of applause. Thank you again so much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be taking a break because we've been seeing the fashions of Telangana, but now we will be revealing the fashions of the world as our contestants prepare for the World Fashion Designer Award and the final part of our top model competition. So, in around 20 minutes' time, we will rejoin you. Don't go away. Trident Hotel here in Hyderabad, Telangana. And we're with the Miss World Top Model Final. We are very shortly going to meet our contestants in their designer wear as each country competes for the World Fashion Designer Award. But before we do that, we'd like to introduce you to tonight's judging panel. And I'm going to ask each judge, as I call them, would you stand up and receive a warm welcome from everyone in the room? And we begin with fashion designer and co-founder of the Mariti brand, Swati Matam. Textile designer, Gwarang Shah. You met her earlier. She is the 66th Miss World and International Fashion Model, Stephanie Del Valle. And not one, but two Miss Worlds this evening, because she's joined by the reigning Miss World, Kristina Piskova. And here's a lady that works so hard to get all of the fabrics for the Kochar fashion show. She is, of course, the director of the State Art Gallery, Dr. Lakshmi Kara. The official fashion designer for the 72nd Miss World. Of course, it's Archana Kochar. And finally, the lady that produces all the magic on stage for Miss World, because she's Miss World stage director, Donna Walsh. There you have it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to present our first continent, and we'll introduce the country, and we'll also give you the name of the designer, because we're not just judging the top model, we are also judging the World Fashion Designer Award. And we want to recognize the designers as well as the contestants. So without further ado, let's welcome Americas and Caribbean and the first contestant, Argentina. Now, Argentina is wearing a gown by Marlene Osica. Belize. Belize's dress is designed by Ronelli Requena. Olivia. This creation is by Ernesto Barahona. Brazil. Brazil wearing Elcio Jr. Canada. This is Ikaj. Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands is wearing Melvin Norona. Chile. Chile dressed by Lenin Villaroyal. Colombia. Tonight, Colombia is wearing Fernando Marin. Curacao. This Eugenis Florentina creation, worn by Curacao. Dominican Republic. Giannina is our designer for Dominican Republic. Ecuador. Dressed by Lazaro Sanchez. El Salvador. All sparkles with this Kelvin Garay. Guadalupe. Dressed tonight by Kathleen Rojas. Guatemala. Ludwin Sayas. Guyana. Designer Quinton Pearson. Haiti. Designer Francisco Escobar. Honduras. Designers Francisco Escobar and Eduardo Zabaya. Jamaica. Designer Mary Lovelock. Martinique. Designer Elio Abu Faisal. Mexico. Designer Rene Posado. Nicaragua. Designer Carlos Rene Cruz. Panama. Jorge Arjona. Designer for Panama. Paraguay. And this creation is by Helcio Jr. Peru. Juliana Maliwi. Puerto Rico. Styled and created by Giannina Azar. Suriname. Typhon Akobi. Trinidad and Tobago. Dressed by Sean Darrage. United States. Designers Eduardo Colli and Enzo Creel. And finally, Venezuela. Belitza Carrillo. So there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Magnificent designs. But who will be our World Fashion Designer Award winner for the Americas and Caribbean? And who will win our top model title for this continent? Hey, Steph, I can see you're on stage there.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am ready to announce.
Oh,
Almost ready. Here waiting patiently.
hey, maybe you could have a word with a couple of the ladies.
Right. How about Guatemala, since you're standing here with me? Tell us a little bit about your dress.
Hello everyone, good evening. My dress is inspired my country, Eterna Primavera, I can say, in Guatemala.
Oh, beautiful. So eternal spring. And who do we have here? Peru. Would you like to tell us about what you're wearing today?
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas noches a todos. Bueno, estoy inspirado, obviamente, es un estilo peruano, inspirador en la noche. Tiene bordados, damas, como pueden ver, la danza de la
So here we have traditional embroidery from Peru, and it's a beautiful gown. Thank you so much. How about on the other side? Let's see. Venezuela. Would you like to tell us about your gown?
First, this is a design by fashion designer, Venezuelan fashion designer Belisa Carrillo. A burgundy lace dress, and it also represents sophistication, elegance, and elegance.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And I think we have time for one more. Yes. How about Ecuador? Would you like to tell us about what you're wearing?
Of course, good evening, Namaste, India. Actually, this is a beautiful dress designed by Lázaro Sanchez. It's inspired in the blue colors of my beautiful Ecuador, our seas, our sky, and all the beautiful blue that we have around my country.
Fantastic.
Okay, I'm just coming in here because I know we want you to get a quick word with the winner, Steph. But the judges have made their decision, and our World Fashion Designer Award for Americas and Caribbean, Puerto Rico. Come on, it's a very difficult dress to maneuver in. She's carried it so well. Please come down, Puerto Rico. And Steph, would you just come in and get a quick word with Puerto Rico? Just come down and see her,
Of course.
and she can maybe tell you a little bit about this dress.
Congratulations, Puerto Rico. You look fantastic. So tell us a little bit about this beautiful gown that has just won this award.
Thank you so much for the award and the opportunity to showcase my beautiful design made by Janina Sar. It represents angels and it is actually hand painted by unfortunate communities. So I'm very grateful to include this and to be able to represent not only, grace and elegance, but just all of the people that made and hard work on this.
We can tell it's incredible craftsmanship, so very well deserved award. Thank you so much.
Congratulations as she takes her place again. Congratulations, Puerto Rico. There we go. So we'll just wait for her to return. Whatever you do, don't follow her down to dinner. Okay. Ladies, we have the results of our top model for Americas and Caribbean. What we're going to do now is announce two names. And those two names will come forward, and later we will discover which one of them takes the Americas and Caribbean title. So that with no particular order, the judges have chosen the following. Martinique, and finally she's joined by Venezuela. So there they are, they're going to have a little hug there. But before the other ladies leave, a big round of applause for the whole continent, Americas and Caribbean. So thank you, ladies. We're going to just keep our two here for a few minutes. Wow. Steph, do you want to just give them a microphone just for a moment? If you just hand them the mic, we're just going to have a quick word. Wow.
Tell us how you're feeling. Are you ready to now represent the Americas in the top model competition?
I'm really happy to be there. I'm really happy to motivate my island for the challenge. And I just think about Axel René that win last year, and now I just think about her. She may be proud of me.
Hello everyone, I'm so happy and excited because modeling has been part of my life since I was very young, and I'm so grateful for being representing Venezuela in this challenge. I gave my best and I know all the girls also did their best. So for that reason, I'm so happy and proud to be here selected. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, ladies, we're going to find out which one of you takes the title, because the winner will go into the top 10 for her continent. So a lot to play for. Martinique and Venezuela, thank you. We will see you later in the show. But in the meantime, the top two in Americas and Caribbean, put your hands together. Right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we now move to our next continent. And that, of course, is Africa. World Fashion Designer Award for Africa, and we begin with Angola. So this is Angola, and tonight dressed by Rubaki. Botswana. Botswana in Mrs. Muncho. Cameroon. Looking very elegant in Dashi Prints. Côte d'Ivoire. This is Côte d'Ivoire in Piti Asialo. Equatorial Guinea. This is Messi, Freddy, and Manuel. Ethiopia. Ethiopia in Phelps design. Ghana. This is Edsel Zinzam Agrosa. Guinea. Fashioned by Callow Holding. Kenya. Kenya wearing Kate May. Madagascar. This creation by Venosa Rakatonin Grainy. Mauritius. Young Ya Kai is the designer. Namibia. Namibia in Andaline Wieland. Nigeria. This creation by Joy Mojisola Raimi. Senegal. This is Ali Fashion Mboa. Sierra Leone. Art designed by Miss Sierra Leone and My Looks Auntie Fatma. Somalia. Beautifully created by Ilwad. South Africa. Juan William Maria is the designer. South Sudan. South Sudan wearing Rialdo this evening. Togo. Togo dressed in Hilaire Azula. Tunisia. This creation by Laetitia Lo Ludise. Uganda by Natasha Nyongozi, Tanga Designs. Zambia Panit Couture. And finally, Zimbabwe. This creation by Zagusia. So Zimbabwe is the final contestant in Africa. We've seen them all, but who will win? World Fashion Designer Award Africa. While the judges make their choices, to the stage again, we send our roving judge, Stephanie Delvaje.
Congratulations, ladies. You all look fabulous. I really can't wait to hear a little bit about some of these designs. So, Zambia, how about you tell us?
So this is the Zambian flame lily. It is one of the most famous lilies we have. Very bold and it always stands out. And that is Zambia's personality. And we want you to bring it to the Miss World stage.
I think we definitely can see that for sure. And how about Tunisia? Tell us about your dress.
Hello everyone. So this dress is handmade and it's not only representing Tunisia but also representing my home island, which is Jerba, with the flamingos.
I love that. We love the flamingos. And how about on this side of the stage, we have Zimbabwe. Tell us about your gown.
Namaste, India. So this gown took 600 hours plus to make. It was made by a designer called Pageant. The reason it took so long is because we want to resemble the resilience and the strength of a Zimbabwean woman. A woman was purposeful and a woman was strong.
I think that's a beautiful message. And wow, 600 hours. You can tell. I think everybody can tell on this dress. And who else? Mauritius. Tell us about your dress.
Namaste, India. My dress is inspired by the flora and fauna of Mauritius. The vibrant colors represent our culture, and I'm just so happy to bring this on the stage today.
Thank you so much. We have time for one more, maybe? Namibia. Tell us about your gown.
Good evening. So my gown, I'm so incredibly proud to be wearing. I think that it encapsulates my personality quite well. It's simple but sophisticated with the red, and then my beautiful neck piece is adorned by something in my country that we call the Ondelela fabric. It's worn by native Oshi bamboo women. So it represents my roots, my culture, my heritage with a little bit of sophistication.
I think that's a fantastic combination.
Well, Steph, fantastic learning about these dresses, but who's taken our World Fashion Designer Award for Africa? World Fashion Designer Award Africa goes to South Africa. Right.
Congratulations, South Africa. I think we are all very excited to hear about your design, so please tell us some more.
Oh, thank you so much. Namaste, world. Hello, India. It is an absolute privilege to stand here. I am overwhelmed with joy, and I'm sure my designer back home is as well. My design is inspired by our national flower, which is the protea. Not only does it represent strength and represents the beauty of our people, it represents our diversity, and there's so many different types of proteas. And inside, you will see some pine moss, which is a naturally grown plant in South Africa, which represents humility to me. And I think that is a representation of the South African heart. There is a pride and grace and a lot of gratitude. So thank you to my designer, and it has been a great collaboration effort.
Thank you so much. I think I read that the print is custom made, correct?
That is correct. Everything is custom and it is locally sourced in South Africa, which also promotes, local manufacturing, which is more sustainable and really helps with our employment rates back home as well. So I'm grateful that this is crafted by our South African people, and I feel their spirit with me.
Amazing. Well, congratulations to you and to our designer back in South Africa.
So just before you go, the other ladies in Africa look absolutely stunning. Put your hands together as they depart the stage, the continent of Africa. Thank you, ladies. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Could be one step too early. You need to join them first. We caught one out, one nearly left, headed home, and I'd have been in trouble. I'd have been in a lot of trouble this evening if you'd left. Because we also have to announce the winner, or the two winners going forward to the top model final for Africa. So this is where we need some suspense music. But since we don't have any, we'll have to rely on our audience. That's it, audience. Can we have some suspense? There we go. The two qualifiers are Côte d'Ivoire. Oh, if you could stay down here, please don't go back. You're doing the same as me this evening. We're going to ask you later what you keep under your hat. But until then, you are joined by Namibia. There we are, your two finalists in the top model for Miss World Africa. There they are. Now, ladies, for the rest of you, please, if you'd exit the stage with our applause and thanks. Thank you, ladies.
Congratulations. How about you tell us about this moment and what it means for you?
Oh my goodness, I really was not expecting it. I am overbursting with gratitude. Modeling is such a beautiful way to showcase not only the designs that you're wearing, but your personality. It's a chance for you to have fun and express yourself unapologetically. So I'm just so incredibly excited and honored to be here.
And Côte d'Ivoire, how about you tell us a little bit as well? And I think we should answer Steve's question about what's under your hat while we're here.
Namaste India, hello world. C'est un immense honneur pour moi d'être retenue. Je m'y attendais pas, franchement. Merci, 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 merci. Et bonne chance aux autres candidates. Merci.
And can I say, Côte d'Ivoire, a fantastic winner, because you speak French and I speak English and Stephanie speaks Spanish. So to the rest of the audience, we didn't understand it either. But it sounded fantastic. So give a big round of applause. Thank you. And ladies, congratulations, our top two in Africa. Well, I'm just keeping Stephanie on her toes. We have to wait for you to get back for your judging. It's now the turn of our third group. And who will be World Fashion Designer Award? Let's find out as we welcome back Europe with Albania. This is Albania and Elise Gashi. Belgium. Italiette. Princess Dauphine of Belgium. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Tonight dressed by Velma Burgalic. Bulgaria. This creation comes from Julia Radapola. Croatia. Dressed by Marina Matic. Czech Republic. Our designer, Jim Kirkley. Denmark. Michael Panayotis is the designer. England. An Indian-inspired outfit by Trudy Smith. Estonia. Finland. Ninja Antikaya is the designer. France. Steamer Gooch from Paris are the designers. Germany. This dress was designed by Sonna Isabel Limbu. Gibraltar. This creation by Charlene Figueras. Greece. Dressed tonight by Panos Sinas. Hungary. This creation by Leia Couture. Ireland. Made from woven linen, this is Linen Shirt Company. Italy. Luigi Arletta Couture are the designers. Latvia. This is Eduardo Coy. Malta. Dressed by Louis Panglina. Moldova. Eugene Rebekina Svetlana Savic. A team effort. Allegro. This dress is by Brenda Merman. Netherlands. Netherlands with us tonight in an Irving Roster creation. Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland has Megan Johns to thank for her dress this evening. North Macedonia. Fuad Sarkis. Poland. Mahatmaja. Portugal. Cristina Torres created this dress. Romania. A lace transforming Oksana Muka dress. Scotland. 100% Scottish wool. Designer Amy Scott. Serbia. Wearing Boris Karkotic. Slovenia. The new gown by Christina Verdegar. Spain. Part of a collection called Oregon. This is by Jose Acosta. Sweden. Dominica Franson is the designer of this royal blue lace dress. Ukraine. Silver sequins star in this dress by Monley Studio. And finally, Wales. Dramatic, elegant distress by April Banbury. The Welsh Wales is the final contestant for World Fashion Designer Award for Europe. Okay. Now the judges have to decide not only who will win the World Fashion Designer Award for Europe, but they're also selecting our two top models. Okay, over to you, Steph.
I think for the judges this has been a lot harder. There was more contestants to judge at a time, more beautiful gowns, and you guys have all shown how gorgeous the designs from all your gowns are. So how about Portugal? Tell us a little bit about your design.
My design is of contents and would be great. I feel very confident dress and corset.
Scotland. Something that was quite unique. Tell us a little bit about it. Congratulations already.
Thank you. So it's green the tartan green because it's inspired by the Scottish Highlands, and my career as coordinator, so the flowers here are inspired by bouquets. And I've got my national flower, the thistle, in there, which is quite spiky. I'm not gonna lie.
But it looks beautiful, so congratulations. And how about on the other side? Let's see some more gorgeous designs over here. Spain, tell us a little bit about what you're wearing tonight.
Hello, I'm Corina from Spain, as you said, and this is a talent from Canary Island, where I live in Spain, and we are so proud to bring a little piece of our talent to all of you, to all the world. So,
let me just ask you while you're up there, Steph. Has anyone, we know one self-designed dress, but how many of you have had help from your family in making your dress? How many? Let's just see. Just one. Can we all come and tell us?
Please tell us about how your family was part of this journey.
Yes, so my twin sister, actually, me and her collaborated together in her kitchen to make this dress. So yeah, it's very special to me. The blue represents the Atlantic Ocean in between both my countries, Canada and Northern Ireland. The brooch is my granny's, it's close to my heart. And yeah, we dressed up like princesses, so this was an ode to our childhood. So yeah, this one's for Megan.
Well, congratulations to you and your sister. It's a beautiful piece.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're now going to give the results for the World Fashion Designer Award for Europe. The winner of World Fashion Designer Award Europe goes to Ukraine.
Congratulations, Ukraine. You look fantastic. I think your dress almost looks like the night sky. Can you tell us about it?
It is, you're right. Hello, Telangana. I'm so happy that you choose me. And you were right. My dress explains night sky, and Ukraine shines like the stars in the dark night.
Well, it's a beautiful. What else is something that you've loved about wearing this dress tonight?
It's so shiny, you know. It represents our country, because even in the darkest night, we need to continue to shine.
I've got to say, I think you also cooked my chicken this evening. It certainly is a wonderful dress. And Ukraine, we wish you many congratulations as you take your place back with the other contestants. Okay, now. Miss World Top Model Europe, 2 qualifiers. The first is Belgium. And Belgium is joined by Ireland. Right, can we say thank you to all the other ladies as they depart the stage? A big thank you to the rest of Europe. Thank you, ladies.
Congratulations to the both of you. You both looked fantastic. So tell us about now what it means to you representing the entire continent of Europe as in the top model competition continues.
Well, I think it was already magical to share this with all the other girls. Also that we could wear some typical clothes here of India and afterwards a piece brought from our own country. It's a super magical experience and I think all the girls did their best and we shined together tonight on stage and we're gonna give the best of ourselves in the final. Thank you so much.
And Ireland, how about for you?
It's just been such an amazing experience so far. India has been really like a second home the amazing langas on today. It felt so special to me. This dress is so special to me, and I'm so happy to have made it here today. The lady who made this is an amazing woman who brings in lovely ladies from a marginalised community in Ireland to make this dress. So thank you to the beautiful women who've made this dress in Ireland. I really appreciate it. This is for you.
Well, fantastic. Congratulations once again.
Congratulations, Belgium and Ireland. You're through to the next round, and we'll see you very shortly. Let's hear it for our two qualifiers from Europe. We've met 3 continents. Just 1 to go. Let's welcome back for their World Fashion Designer Award and Top Model finale, Asia and Oceania. And beginning with Armenia. This is Armenia, and Devok Noor Shadayan is the designer. Australia. Australia dressed tonight by Mariano. Bangladesh. Deep Midnight Blue creation by Meraz Munir. Cambodia. A gold full-length creation by Van Tong Fang. People's Republic of China. This ink charm flowing light is designed by Zhong Weiyao. India. Honoring this designer who recently passed away. This creation is by Rohit Bhai. Indonesia. Liliana Tanasidabijo is the designer. Beauty in Nature is the design. Japan. A stunning strapless gown by Tokyo Swire. Kazakhstan. Azubek Bonama and this floor-length beige gown. Kyrgyzstan. This design is called Blue Angels and the designer Louis Tran. Lebanon. A mint green gown adorned with delicate crystal stones by Peter Abdel Karim. Malaysia. Yellow chiffon with scattered 3D black butterfly details by Hatta Dolmad. Mongolia. This dress is named Ocean Blue. Designer Nadine Surdbada. Myanmar. Inspired by the serpent. This dress by Marwin Sandar, Ted and Tam Philip. Nepal. Vision in black and gold. This dress by Manis Rai of Nepal and Sen Mahajan. New Zealand. Part of the Black Lioness collection. This dress is designed by Shito Chawa. Philippines. Palawan Peacock Pheasant. This design in a jumpsuit is by Rian Fernandez. Singapore. Vibrant multicultural Indian culture is an integral part of this tapestry, designed by Prerna Rajput. Sri Lanka. Dhananjaya Bandara, an elegant halter neck gown. Thailand. Kiranat Viria, Thailand's dress inspired by refusal to surrender. Turkey. Arzu Kaprol. This designer is known for blending architectural precision and futuristic aesthetics. And finally, Vietnam. Hung Yao Kai inspired delicate beauty of Vietnamese lotus flowers. So our final dress, there it is, modeled by Vietnam. And as she joins the other contestants, put your hands together for Asia and Oceania. Wow, quite a variety of dresses for Stephanie to find out about.
All right. First of all, congratulations. You all look fabulous. I think New Zealand, since I'm standing right here, how about you tell us a little bit about what you're wearing?
Well, that's from my home because it is inspired by the New Zealand ocean. And being so far from home, our little island is surrounded by oceans and I'm missing the water. And so when I wear this, I feel like I'm floating.
Well, that's what it looked like as well. You were floating on that stage. Vietnam, how about you tell us about your gown?
And I'm from Vietnam, and my dress is inspired by Vietnamese lotus flower with pink color, and also that you can see at the back of my dress is water because I was born and raised in the coastal area. And I want to take this chance to say thank you to Vietnamese designer. He is Thượng Gia Kỳ designer, and he's so talented. He makes this one for me. And also, you know that at the backstage, I have a chance to talk with another girl. She is Miss Mauritius, and her dress is from Vietnam and from the same designer as well. So I would like to take this advantage to honor all of the Vietnamese designers because they don't only help me, but they also help all the girls from everywhere.
I think think we can take this opportunity to give a big round of applause for all of the designers that we've seen tonight. Because honestly, it has been some beautiful fashion. And what I love about this is that we get to see all parts of the world coming together and being showcased through clothing, which is something that for us is so normal on the day-to-day, but it's always been unique for us. Turkey, would you like to tell us about your dress?
My dress is by Arzu Kaprol. She's a very pioneering and prominent Turkish fashion designer. She blends architectural design and with sculptural forms and uses very sharp tailoring to enhance the silhouette of a feminine body. So thank you to her for this glamorous opportunity.
And I think we have time to hear about for one more.
Well,
How about
so
Philippines?
could you just ask? Oh, Philippines. So then we're going to have two more. Philippines first.
Tell us, Philippines, about what you wear.
Hello everyone, namaste. I'm wearing green Fernandez and it's inspired by native flower makeup. So as you can see, it's colored blue shades of crystals and also ruffles. And it evokes the stunning tale of our native flower makeup. It is actually a tribute to the natural biodiversity of the Philippines. Of course, it's an honor to showcase this.
Before we announce the winner, is there any of the ladies with a special story, any special stories surrounding their dress? There we are, over there in the yellow. We can hear the butterflies, I think.
All right, please tell us about your butterfly.
Sure, I would love to. Well, salam sejahtera and namaskar to everybody. I'm Sarah Roshi. Well, this dress means a lot to me because it has a lot to do with my beauty with a purpose as well. It's called Golden Rebirth and also a dress with a purpose because this dress is a testament of the resilience and the grace as well as the transformation that all the children have worked with over the past 6 years, as well as my journey from a shy kid to where I am, butterfly. And I think butterflies are really beautiful creatures because they just show so much of grace and transformation and there's so much grace that could fly. And this is actually very special to Malaysia as well because it is one of our friends. It's called Helena. Yes, and I feel that we are all one of a kind and we all have a story of transformation with all these remarkable ladies as well. And this is representing all of us. Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, from a caterpillar to a butterfly, there's a wonderful transformation. But who's going to win? First of all, World Fashion Designer Award for Asia and Oceania. The judges have chosen New Zealand.
Congratulations, New Zealand. Well, we've already heard about what your dress was about. How about you tell us a little bit about who the designer is and the inspiration between the collaboration between the two of you to make this design?
Well, Sheetal is actually here tonight. She's flying all the way here.
Well, let's have Chita, please. Come on. We'd like you to take to the stage if you're here.
Please, please.
You must come to the stage. Can somebody help her on the stage? We don't get this very often. We have the fashion designer as well. Let's put our hands together. And I think the fashion designer, maybe you should tell us about your dress. Could you come between them? There we are.
Please tell us about your dress, about the inspiration, the creation, how you made everything. We want to know.
Well, before just creating this look, I was working on a collection which is called Black Liners, and that is inspired by Hindu goddess Kali. It's just coincidence. And then when I heard about
her, Sammy, I was like, oh, okay, let's design something based on New Zealand. What is New Zealand is about? It's so far from rest of the world. So I felt like, oh, what is the thing we see most of the time? So that is the ocean. I am constantly surrounded around. So that's how you see all the shades and colors in the skirt, the bottom part, and the embellishment, the beads I chosen from the very fascinating blue image of Black Lioness. She was wearing, well, that's strong.
I think you've just answered the last question in Miss World there, the final question. Absolutely fantastic. And the new Miss World, probably. Well done. Congratulations to our designer and congratulations to all of New Zealand. There we are. Thank you. So New Zealand, if you'd like to make your way back, there we go. Wow, that was a surprise. Now the big moment in our top model competition. Qualifying from Asia and Oceania. Just 2 places. The first of those, I don't know why I sent you back. It's New Zealand. If you stay here, please. We're not letting you go. We're going to announce who's joining you. Just 1 space left. It's India. And thank you to all the other ladies from Asia and Oceania. If you say good night to you for now, we'll be seeing you later for dinner. Steph, well, we have 2 here, but no one speaks French, so I think we got a good one here.
Well, I'm going to start with you, India. Of course, we are in your home country. Tell us what this feeling is like to be surrounded by people who share your culture, and also tell us a little bit about your dress.
Well, namaskaram. Nenu mi Nandini Gupta, as you all know. It's such a moment of pride that 109 countries have gathered here in India to celebrate India, celebrate those women who come with a purpose. And it's so much lovely to see them enjoying the culture, the food, and especially the jewelry. And I'm sure that in the next 6 days, it will all be over, but we'll all go back with such beautiful memories. And yes, like how Christina said in our opening ceremony, these are the stories we'll tell to our children and maybe children also. And about my outfit, it is a tribute to an Indian designer, Rohit Bal, who recently passed away, leaving a void in the fashion, culture, and couture. And it is a blast piece from his collection, Kaina, and it means bloom in the universe. And I hope that wearing this, I hope he sees me from the heaven and I bloom in the world. Thank you.
Well, congratulations.
Oh,
I
that's
think
beautiful.
definitely an incredible moment that you got to honor him in this way.
Yes, and say his name one more time, please. Let's remember him. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we remember
Rohit Bal.
Rohit Bal. And ladies, you're in the last moments. One of you is going to be the top model for Asia and Oceania, and you're going to have a place in the top 10 of your continent. Will it be New Zealand? Will it be India? We will find out in just a few minutes. Please go back and take your places. Put your hands together for them. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, we started with 109. We're now down to just 8. 2 from each of the continents. Only 1 will be the top model and go forward. Let's welcome them back on stage and find out who the judges will choose. And we're going to bring them back on stage. Let's have all of the ladies back on stage. Martinique, Venezuela, Côte d'Ivoire and Namibia, Belgium and Ireland, and India and New Zealand. Okay, we're going to start with Martinique and Venezuela. So for the Americas and Caribbean, welcome back Martinique and Venezuela. I think for this final walk, we're going to need some music. Starting with Martinique. Show your appreciation, ladies and gentlemen. And Venezuela. And for our judges, here we go. One last time together, Martinique and Venezuela. But who will be our top model for Americas and Caribbean? It's a straight vote from our judges. Okay, ladies, lots of tension. We're going to take the music out. We're about to have the result. Miss World top model for Americas and Caribbean, and a place in the top 10 for their continent. Martinique. There she is, your top model for Americas and Caribbean, Martinique. Thank you. Africa takes center stage. There we go. 2 countries left. Let's begin with Côte d'Ivoire. And Namibia. This is going to be difficult. Together they come down. Cote d'Ivoire and Namibia. Let's hear a round of applause for them both. There they are. Two will become one. Who will be top model for Africa? It's down to our judges. Wow. It's fast and furious. We're just waiting for the result. Congratulations, ladies. There can only be one winner. And this is by the closest margin, by just one vote. Top model for Africa, Namibia. Wow, congratulations, Namibia! Wow. We have Martinique and India, who will join them. Take center stage, Europe! Will it be Belgium? Or will it be Ireland? Round of applause for Europe. Two ladies have given it their all. There they are, Belgium and Ireland on their last walk. Judges, make your decision. Oh, this is tense. Look, oh dear. I'm just wondering what they're saying to each other at the moment. Gosh, I'm hungry. Oh dear. Can't wait to get to the buffet. Or words to that effect. Here we go. We have the result. This is again as close as the result can be. By 1 point. Your top model Europe is Ireland. Thank you, Belgium, but top model Europe is Ireland. Wow. Oh, and then there were three. Just one group to go. Take center stage. Aisha. The great part about this is Asia and Oceania are both represented. Could it be New Zealand? Or could it be India? It's hard to tell individually, but maybe together we will find our winner. Put your hands together for New Zealand and India. It's down to you now, judges. Okay, the music comes out. I've got to say, two of the whitest smiles I've ever seen. I don't know what toothpaste you're using, but you should get a contract. By the closest of margins again. What a night it is for this. Asia and Oceania, your Miss World top model qualifying for the top 10 in the continent for the 72nd Miss World. That goes to India. So there you have it. Congratulations, India. Wow. As India goes back, can you all come center stage? Our four winners this evening. Come center stage first as we ask you to put your hands together for the 72nd Miss World Top Models. There they are, your top models. Americas and Caribbean. Top model Africa. Top model Europe. And top model Asia and Oceania. We will see you all in the top 10 of the continental titles at the 72nd edition of Miss World on May 31st. Please stay with us and keep supporting. But for now, from the Trident Hotel in Hyderabad, it's good night.